Hello everyone. Today Urazbek and I will presenting our week 9 case study analysis on helping and prosocial behavior based on the required reading by Poepsel and Schroeder. We will explore what drives us to help one another, how modern technology impacts this, and the cognitive biases that unconsciously guide our cooperation and conflict resolution. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is prosocial behavior? According to our reading, prosocial behavior is defined as any action intended to help others. It is the absolute foundation of human cooperation. But why do we help? Psychologists identify a few reasons. First is pure altruism, helping driven by empathy, where you expect absolutely nothing in return. Another reason stems from evolution, known as kin selection. We are biologically wired to help our group and family members to ensure the survival of our shared genes. However, in everyday life, we often perform a subconscious cost-benefit analysis before intervening. Our brain quickly calculate, does the benefit of helping this person outweigh the danger, time, or financial cost to me? To connect this to a modern practical trend, we looked at digital crowdfunding and online communities.
Thank you. So, how does this impact our group processes and the cooperation? It comes down to a few psychological barriers. First is the pluralistic ignorance. In an ambitious situation, say an unclear email requesting assistance, we look to see what the rest of the group is doing. If no one else in the group responds, we falsely assume that no help is actually needed. This completely shuts down communication. Second is the diffusion of responsibility. As a group gets larger, the personal pressure to intervene shrinks. In a team of 3, you feel 33% responsible. In a global company chart of 1,000 people, you feel 0.1% responsible. This severely damages group cooperation because essential tasks are left undone. On the positive side, when prosocial norms are strongly established, it makes conflict resolution much easier, as team members are already primed to support rather than attack one another. This brings us to the cognitive biases that influences these processes. We selected 3 biases for the decision labs. The first is the bystanding effects. The decision labs defined this as the phenomenon where the presence of others discourage an individual from intervening in an emerging situation. How it appears in our topic, going back to our digital workplace example, if an employee posts an urgent system error in a massive public channel, everyone sees it, but everyone assumes IT guys or someone else will answer it. How it impacts the group? This strongly harms cooperation. It paralyzes action. When a group operates under the bystander effect, critical issues are ignored, leading to operational failure and inevitably workplace conflict because people feel unsupported by their team. Our second bias is the identifiable victim effect. The decision laws defined this as the tendency to offer greater assistance to a specific identifiable individual rather than a large, vaguely defined group. How it appears in our topic. In the world of online crowdfunding, statistics show that a campaign featuring a photo and a story of one specific person will raise significantly more money than a campaign stating it needs fund to save 10,000 unnamed disaster victims. How it impacts the group. This is fascinating because it does both. It helps communication by creating a powerful emotional narrative that drives humans to cooperate and donate rapidly. However, it harms equitable conflict resolution. Resources are distributed based on who has the most emotional marketing rather than where the systemic needs is logically the greatest.
I will cover our final bias, the halo effect. The decision lapse defines this as the tendency for positive impressions of a person in one area to positively influence one's feelings in other areas. How it appears in our topic. In prosocial behavior, studies show we are heavily biased toward helping attractive, well-dressed, or high-status individuals. Our brain assumes that because they look good, they must be inherently good people who deserve help. How it impacts the group. This seriously harms group processes and cooperation. In a team setting, charismatic or popular members will receive immediate help and prosocial support. Meanwhile, quiet or marginalized team members are ignored. This creates severe inequality, breaks down trust, and is a major source of internal group conflict. To conclude, prosocial behavior is essential for human survival and teamwork. However, as our group moves online and grows in size, our natural instincts to help are hijacked by cognitive biases.
To resolve these conflicts and build better cooperation, we must be intentional. We must fight the bystander effect by asking for help directly by name, and we must fight the whole effect by standardizing how support is given in our teams, ensuring everyone gets the help they need.
Thank you for listening. We are now ready to answer any questions you might have about our case study, our examples, or those biases during the practice session discussion.